introduce my partner and the next president. Obviously not something we planned because nobody would be dumb enough to have two presidents in a row from the same firm, except perhaps us. But your new president, Michael Mihm. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. We have, as is our tradition, we have a number of gifts to thank Mike for his work. And being fortuitously Mike's partner for the last 18 months, I can attest personally about how hard he's worked and how many hours he's given to this organization and the things that he does on a day-by-day basis that most of us would never recognize, except I have to be standing there watching him do it. And so it is a commitment of time, it is a commitment of effort, it often goes unheralded. And Mike, you've done a terrific job, and I am proud to be your partner, and I'm proud to follow in your steps as president. So we're going to give you the obligatory plaque with the gavel. Mike is also a chef. For those of you who don't know, he's a very great cook. And so we have, I'm not exactly sure where these certificates are, but we've given you some fine dining and maybe some fine wine. I'm not sure exactly. And then a couple years ago, we started a tradition, I think Nick put this together, where we have a scrapbook of Mike's year. And so, Mike, here is a scrapbook to memorialize your this year. And as a tradition that John has created, a caricature.
Am I here?
A little bit. More than probably in real life. That's right. Murray, there's Murray over there. Murray and Mike are the first father and son ex-presidents of this organization. And so it's been a pleasure to work with Murray and learn from Murray and as well as Mike. Thank you both for your service. I've got just a couple minutes while we wait the count of the election, and I'd like to talk to you a bit about why this organization is important to me and why I believe in it so much. You know, we are the tip of the spear for purposes of defending the rights of ordinary citizens. We are the tip of the spear for defending the rights of those who are downtrodden or who are just ordinary people trying to live out their lives and get harmed by the predatory behavior or the negligence or the carelessness or just the meanness of other people. And we are soldiers in this war. We fend off those who engage in predatory behavior for the name of profits. We fend off those who break the rules of their business or the rules of their profession and don't want to be held accountable either to the people they hurt or to society at large. We protect the rights of ordinary Americans. We protect the rights of small businesses. A lot of us do business litigation of one sort or another. We level the playing field for those who play by the rules, who simply want an opportunity to compete on a level playing field. And we've got some great examples right here in this audience. We've got Carrie Frank and Beth Klein. I don't know if Beth is here. I mean, look at what they are doing in terms of protecting the rights of the victims of sexual and human trafficking. We've got people like Mari Newman. I don't know if Mari is here. Mari and the members of her firm who are representing some of those most hated people in the world, inmates or detainees in Guantanamo. Those are the kind of people we have working for us, or working with us. We have, a few years ago, Joe Mellon and Frank Azar, who will always have a place in my heaven for what they did to force Walmart to pay its people its employees for doing the work that those employees were actually doing and putting thousands of dollars in the pockets of tens of thousands of people throughout this country. Sometimes the work that we do, those people in this room, has effects far beyond the borders of this state and far beyond the borders of this country. Most of us are not handling those kind of glamorous or exotic cases. Most of us are doing the more workaday, mundane things that involves being a plaintiff's trial lawyer. But you know what? To each of our clients, that's the most important case in the world. And we want to preserve the rights to continue to labor over these less glamorous cases and to bring justice and provide justice to our clients. Being the tip of the spear has its costs, and none of us do this on our own. We are an iconoclastic bunch of people here. We are creative, we are entertaining. You all are great storytellers. You are like cats sometimes, trying to herd everyone in the right direction. But what you do matters. And so when we do what we do, we have support. We have the families that back us up, and I'd like to thank my family for their support. My parents, Roger and Marilyn Mihm, who taught me and my siblings about the value of education and hard work and tenacity. And they didn't have easy lives. They weren't born with a silver spoon. They taught us how to work in this life. And my beautiful children, Nicholas and Steph, who have embodied those same values as they go on in their careers. And my beautiful, wonderful wife of more than 30 years, who through feast and famine has been, particularly the famine, has been beside me. Many of you know what I'm talking about in terms of the famine. Well, we do that. We are the tip of the spear because we have that network, because we have this great staff at CTLA, because we have AHA behind us. And we need to all be together pushing forward. We are probably more disliked than any time in history. Many members of the American public actively dislike us. They even hate us. And they at least don't understand what we do. But we, on the flip side of that, we are more needed than probably any time in history, or certainly any time since the Civil Rights Movement in the last 40 to 50 years. We are needed now more than ever. And our money, unfortunately, is needed now more than ever. And so we are not only needed in the progressive bastions of Boulder or Aspen, we're needed in Lamar. We're needed in La Junta. We're needed in Grand Junction. Who are our clients? Our clients are these conservatives, mostly, who don't know that they need us, but we do. So, as we go on to this next year, I would like to thank you for this opportunity to represent you and to work with you into furthering the cause of our cause and our clients' cause. Thank you for keeping up the good fight for all these years. And thank you for being the tip of the spear. No retreat, no surrender. Thanks. I think we have a decision. I am told that it is correct this time. And our new treasurer is Summer Luther. Summer, come forward here. Okay. For real. So we're going to take the obligatory picture here. Summer, here is your tag, this little red thing. You don't know how much money that's going to cost you. Thank you. So, as my first official act, I would like to ask you whether there's any further business of this organization. Tom?
Yes, sir, it is.
What's that?
Standing here, stand up, gentlemen. This is Galen Trine on your left, Ryan Bailey on your right. They staggered out of the bar exam into a bar, and they've now staggered up here to be with you. So when you see them at the bar, buy them a drink and offer them a job. Galen's grandfather is Bill Trine. Ryan is from Fort Collins. Like I said, buy him a drink.
You know, every year, every president has a theme or a particular goal in life. And one theme or goal of my year in this office is going to be to press for new members and young lawyers to be part of this organization, because we need to get the younger generation, the next generation, the millennial generation of young attorneys into the pipeline here. And to be working with us and to understand what it is, what we do. So I'm going to be enlisting all of your help, all of you, in the effort to get young lawyers into this organization. With that, do we have any further business? Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Do I have a second? All in favor? We are adjourned. Thank you.